this on a radio program this morning coming out. Who was the first country
say they're from Morocco? Is that?
I would have bet in France did because they hated Britain and they thought. I was shocked when they said, I said, oh, I got that. I got that covered.
On that note,
Yeah, maybe not.
good morning. It is 10 o'clock on Tuesday, January 20th, 2026. To be clear, that's 10 a.m. I call this meeting of Wichita County Commissioners Court to order. If everyone would please stand. Commissioner Fincannon will give our invocation.
Pray with me, please. Dear Heavenly Father, your Lord God Almighty, Lord, I just thank you for everything that you do for us, for our county, for state, our country, Lord. I just keep praying that, Lord, that you'll be with all our leaders in our country right now, with all the divisiveness, whether it be local, state, or federal. I just, please, Lord, put your hand there. We need to have, well, your way, Lord, your way to see what's coming in the future, your love, Lord. Just to love everybody. Pray, Lord, that you be with us today. Help us make the best decisions we can for the county. Continue to pray for all our county family here, that we all stay healthy, Lord, in these times, Lord. All this I pray through your Son, Jesus. Amen.
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 Please join us for the pledge to the U.S. flag. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
now the pledge to the Texas flag.
Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Okay, everyone may be seated. Thank you. No presentations this morning? All right. Well, it is 10:02. We will open up for public comments. As always, remind folks to keep comments to 5 minutes or less. The Commissioners Court cannot take action on any item brought up during public comment. Do we have any public comments this morning?
Judge, I'd like to say that our fence is complete at Precinct 4, and you can kind of tell our new boundaries now, and Damon Mount did a fantastic job, and it just looks real open compared to what we used to contend with, so
Yeah.
it's gonna be really nice.
Good deal. All right, do we have any other public comments this morning?
We're continuing progress on the Burnett Ranch Road, where it crosses the lake out to the north and west of Iowa Park. It's been underwater for a while, and we finally got in a position where we can get it across, and it's going to help us. We really need that open for our safety vehicles. It just makes that whole neighborhood a lot more accessible. So hopefully in the next few days we can have that wrapped up, and we'll have it opened back up. And I think that'll help everybody's that's out in that part of the country.
Good.
So,
Yeah, and then in the long run, the folks at Total, I think
yeah, they are. We're gonna get the base done, and then they're gonna come in and help us with the top of it later on. We can have that in better shape. So that's gonna put us back where we need to be.
That's good.
Hopefully.
All right, next, Burke Annex. Burnett Annex, the JP office will close the last week of this month. Probably be the last Friday of this month. They'll be closing that office down. They'll be transitioning to a different location in Burke Burnett. I don't know that I have that address.
108 East Williams.
100?
And 8 East Williams.
108 East Williams. Okay, the new address will be 108 East Williams there in Burke Burnett. That is it's been a fire department building, but we're renting some space there to house the JP's office, the constable, and the JP's secretary. Just saying that publicly just to let the citizens know that if they need to file something, they'll need to go to that new location. The tag office, to the best of my knowledge, will stay open till February the 5th. That's still the first week, and they'll be closing down, I think, on the 5th. That'll be their last day. So we'll try to get that out on the media also, but after that point, as soon as they're both out, we'll start disassembling that building.
Okay. Thank you. Any other public comments this morning?
Judge, I've got one.
Yes, sir.
I don't know how many of y'all follow the story of Kylie Mills online, a wonderful young lady who, after several years of battling cancer, passed away this past week. She went to, I know she went to Iowa Park for a while. I don't know where else she attended around, but I know the students at Iowa Park today and at many of the neighboring schools are all wearing pink in honor of her. Just an incredible person and really brave fight for a long time.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Stephen.
Mhm.
Any other public comments this morning? Okay. It's 10:05 and public comments are closed. We'll move along to the consent agenda. There are 10 items on the consent agenda this morning. And I secretly think that our internet issues this morning are due to Brendan wanting to make sure he reinforced the need for one of those items. Brendan, do you, real quick, just mind, because I know that since I had the question, I imagine other people did, do you mind just talking just really briefly what those 3 items are? Or I can read my blurb you sent me.
That'll work
Okay.
perfect.
So the recovery, the data backup and management service, this is replacing our current backup services for our servers and laptops. The SDWAN optimization is that means software defined wide area network. I'm sure all of you knew that, but I didn't. And this will allow us to more easily utilize both of our internet connections when one of them goes out. Makes it a lot easier to switch over. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Then, okay. And then the last one is adding device encryption for our high-level risk laptops and devices, so that if something happens, they get stolen, lost, the data can't be recovered.
As easy.
As easily, yes. There's always a way. You can brute force something. Are there any questions on any of the items on the consent agenda?
So if we approve this, we won't have to use paper again?
That would be nice.
I'll make-
Motion to approve.
Good. Either one, just go ahead.
Motion
You
to approve.
Second.
Some of us will still use paper,
Yeah.
but
And
It'll be
pencil.
nice.
And pencil.
yes, and
Yeah.
pencil. All right, we've got a motion by Commissioner Fincannon, seconded by Commissioner Beecham to approve the consent agenda. Do we have any questions or comments on any of the items or the motion? All right, then that motion is before us. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries 5-0. In general business, item number 1, review and approve the regular bills for payment. Verify payroll taxes have been filed and authorize county treasurer to disperse payroll and or bills within 72 hours via U.S. mail, FedEx, UPS electronically, or be picked up and acknowledged by a ledger signature in the treasurer's office.
So moved.
Second.
Got a motion by Commissioner Beecham, seconded by Commissioner Fincannon, to approve bills for payment, verify payroll taxes have been filed, and authorize dispersal of payroll and or bills. Do you have any questions or comments on the motion or the item? All right, that motion is before us. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries 5-0. Item number 2, discuss, consider, and or take action to approve and ratify the minutes of January 13, 2026 regular session.
So moved.
Second.
Got a motion by Commissioner Beecham, seconded by Commissioner Fincannon to approve and ratify the January 13, 2026 minutes. Do you have any questions or comments on the motion or the item? Motion is before us. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries 5-0. Item number 3, discuss, consider, and or take action to approve the reappointment of Commissioner Mark Beecham to the Wichita Falls TIF number 3 Board of Directors for a term ending December 31st, 2027. Commissioner, I'm assuming you're still willing to serve in that
Yes.
capacity?
So moved. Or I'll
Second, if
I'll
he can-
second.
Oh, as long as he can,
Yeah.
maintain his composure.
All right, we've
Mark
got,
is doing a fine job on that committee, so we need to make sure he's back on it.
All right, we've got a motion by Commissioner Watts, seconded by Commissioner Mahler, to approve the reappointment of Commissioner Beecham to Wichita Falls TIF Number 3 Board of Directors. Do you have any questions or comments on the motion or the item?
Judge, I'll make a comment.
Yes, sir.
It's very, very important that we have a commissioner on one of these boards. As most of y'all know, TIF 2 was the Lawrence Road, and it grew into a very, very large project, very beneficial for the county and the city. And these two that we're talking about today are the downtown TIFs. And TIF 3 will expire here in a few years, but TIF 4 is relatively new, and it's good for the commissioners to be a part of these and to see what can be done to fix our infrastructure and to grow our community.
So one of the things that TIF 3 has recently done is vote to extend the TIF, so there'll be a package coming soon to do that.
Well, and
And not to disclose any details, but Commissioner Beecham is working on a plan that I think is gonna really kick that thing off, and we're excited about it. We'll be telling you more about that as it, passes that committee. We don't wanna get the cart in front of the horse, but it's really, I think it's what we've been looking for to make that thing work, so we're excited about that.
well, in county government, we participate in a lot of convoluted things. I
Yeah.
think that TIFs may be
Yeah.
one of the most hard to discern from outside, so it's good to have that interior issue expertise by commissioners serving on it.
And just as a side note, since we're discussing TIF 3, we approved our very first project last week. So we're actually paying out of the TIF 3 for the first time.
Excellent. All right, so, yeah, we had the motion by Commissioner Watts, seconded by Commissioner Mahler to approve the reappointment of Commissioner Beecham. Do we have any questions or comments on the motion or the item? All right, that motion is before us. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign.
Abstain.
With 4 ayes, 0 nays, and Commissioner Beecham abstaining, the motion passes. Item number 4, discuss, consider, and/or take action to approve the reappointment of Commissioner Jeff Watts to the Wichita Falls TIF Number 4 Board of Directors for a term ending December 31st, 2027. Commissioner, I'm assuming you're willing to serve,
Yes,
continue serving there?
Motion. Second.
He
We planned that, Judge.
Well, I've got both of y'all doing both things. I'm
All
not
right,
sure how to.
double up, yeah.
We will
whatever
say that Commissioner Fincannon made the
Yeah,
motion, seconded
he
by
did.
Commissioner Mueller.
That's a good thing. You know, once again, Commissioner Watts brings a lot of, tax expertise to that thing, how the system works. And I'm telling you, there's just a lot of people that aren't up to speed on that, all the details, and that makes a big difference in the way that thing operates.
I think during my first week in office, I've been sworn in first week, and I went to have a conversation with Jeff. He goes, Judge, what do you know about tips? I was like, not much, tell me about them, and he did.
I was in a TIF one time. No, that's what that thing is about, and you need that expertise there so that you
For sure.
understand how the mechanism works, and he brings that to the table, there's no doubt.
That's good. So we have a motion by Commissioner Fincannon, seconded by Commissioner Mahler to approve the reappointment of Commissioner Jeff Watts to the Wichita Falls TIF Number 4 Board of Directors for a term ending December 31st, 2027. Do we have any questions or comments on the motion or the item? All right, that motion's before us. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign.
Abstain.
There being 4 ayes, 0 nays, and 1 abstention by Commissioner Watts, the motion carries. Item number 5, discuss, consider, and/or take action on issuing a county burn ban. I want you to mix fire and ice in a sometime in your presentation.
Good luck with that. Do today.
We're gonna change your name to Sparky.
Well, good morning, Judge, Commissioners.
Good
Here
morning.
we are again. We had our county chiefs meeting this past Wednesday, and had some pretty good discussion. There was, I believe, 2 fire chiefs that weren't able to make it, but pretty much have a pulse on how they feel about the burn ban. So, wanting to kind of leave it off for now. I know we've got some cold weather coming in, really cold weather coming in Friday, Saturday, and Sunday with a pretty good chance of precipitation, it looks like. According to the phone and a few of the models, they're looking like Friday night, getting a pretty good chance of precip, which will probably turn into rain, ice, probably, and then chance of snow, 3 to 5 inches is what they're claiming, but we all know how that goes. We went from 5 to 8, 3 to 5, and a light dusting, and then 18 inches later, 18 inches later, we had snow on the ground. So we have played that game before. So I think, like I said, the pulse was just kind of leave it off for now. I know Clay County. I know we've been getting a lot of stuff on Facebook as far as, well, these other towns and other counties are putting burn bans in. Well, they've had a lot more fires than we have. The fires we've had have all been, like I said, electrical lines slapping together. One yesterday outside of Electra, where the secondary lines that were lower and smaller wires, they're slapping together and causing fires, which was about an acre, half acre to an acre, and stopped at some oil field lease roads. So I know it's frustrating for people to read, well, this one put in burn ban, this one didn't. Well, I mean, we're not at where we are yet for the KDBI, but we were 516 this morning, so we're up 1 from yesterday or the day before. So Archer County was 512, Clay County was 497, and Will Barger was 610. They just keep continually going up a point or two each day. We may get there. Depends on what this weather precipitation's going to do over the weekend. It might slow it down a little bit, it might not, but it's still going to be dormant, and this freeze is definitely going to, I don't know how much drier the grass can get other than where it is now, but it definitely have to wait and see what the weather does this weekend. So our recommendation was just kind of hold off for a little bit longer and then see where we're at, but that's up to you guys and up here. So.
And I will say that, and I brought this up at the fire meeting, us having this weekly statement from the EMO office is really more beneficial to us than just always enacting a burn ban.
Yeah.
Having discussion about it, and even the fire chiefs even said, most of the citizens that do some burning outside, they're more intelligent now about it. They're doing things better.
Yeah.
They've worked with them really well, so it doesn't always help just to throw a burn ban out there. It's really it's better for your citizens to have more knowledgeable citizens that know what they need to do.
Yeah.
So that's what we've tried to do with our fire chiefs and our EMO office. So I think it's probably a good thing to wait, just to let people do what they need to do and do the safety that they need to do on the job site. So we haven't had really any fires that a burn ban would have assisted in. So
Now, like I said,
Burn ban doesn't prevent fires, it just brings about
Awareness.
the situation that it is serious, and we're doing that.
Yes.
And I think you're doing a good job by being here every week, and I was in a state meeting just this last week, and this is all over the state of Texas. Everybody there was talking about it, and it's actually worse when you get further south. They say that San Antonio area and back down toward the Gulf, said they're looking at 1957 levels is where they're headed. So it's a serious deal. Hopefully it'll turn around, it always does, but yeah, the burn ban doesn't stop fires, it just brings attention to it, and that's what we're doing, Judge. It's a good point, Mickey.
well, we also sent out a little flyer from the office. We kind of put on a letterhead to the dispatch centers and kind of went over the TCEQ rules that we go by and adhere to for outdoor burning, and kind of help them understand, that when somebody calls in, hey, I'm going to do some burning, and then Farmer Joe hangs up, well, how do you say, well, we can't tell you can't burn, but these are what the weather conditions are going to be today, and you might consider not burning today, maybe burn on another day. So we kind of educated them a little bit and helped them get up to speed on that. So I think that helped a little bit also.
And whether there's a burn ban or not, you still hold liability,
Yes.
always remember that.
Yes, you do.
Yeah,
Yep. When you light, whoever lights that,
you're right.
when you light it, you're responsible for whatever it burns. So just whether you're agricultural burn or not. So.
Yeah. Well, so then I'm guessing still the will to keep it on for next week and keep.
yeah.
No action?
No action.
Okay. Any questions or comments on this item? All right, Dwayne, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, item number 6, discuss, consider, and/or take action to amend Department 495, County Auditor maximum salaries as attached. Mr. Davis.
This is not as convoluted as the court has had on the previous one from another department of county government. On this one, we are asking the court to adjust our accounts payable processors. So Glenda Reeser has been with the county 18 years and she will be retiring at the end of this month. And so I'm asking the court to take the amount previously budgeted under the senior accounts payable processor and move that to a accounts payable processor position in which we will use to hire an accountant to fill that role. And then the rest of that just go off with what the court previously passed for the movement to the indigent healthcare. And that position is still being funded from our department, the 25.5 that was previously agreed upon, and that's being used from other unused salaries.
Okay, and just so that the court knows, district judges did meet last week and voted to approve the change as well.
This looks like, inter-office management to me. I'd
Yeah.
make a motion, we accept it.
Yep.
No, we're not changing the bottom line.
No. And I'll-
You're managing your office. That's
Yep.
what you're supposed to do.
And I will note that Mike and I took a look at it, and 5 years ago, we had 16 people in our office, and the budget then was more than it is as of today. And so this is just a time of the things changing, as we previously discussed, with vendor access coming in. There's many other counties that are our size or larger, and they're doing it with one accounts payable processor, and that kind of seems to be the direction that we're moving.
So from 16 to after this 11 once.
12.
Yeah, 12, wouldn't it be?
Well, it's, I mean, number 8 is no longer a position.
Right,
so
but
it's-
because the 7,500 is there to pay her for her January time
Okay.
and her,
So, okay. No, I'm with Commissioner Mahler on that. This is taking care of managing your staff, so.
And the previous move we made, moving half position down to indigent health, that's working out well. Thanks to everyone's cooperation.
Yep.
Things working well. Awesome.
Okay. We've got a motion by Commissioner Mahler, seconded by Commissioner Beecham to approve the amendment of Department 495's maximum salaries as indicated with the attachment. Do we have any questions or comments on the motion or the item? All right, that motion is before us. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries 5-0. Item 7, receive update on courthouse renovations and county courthouse annexes. Commissioner Buchanan already gave the Burke Annex update. Commissioner Beecham, do you have anything?
Security project still ongoing. Had a little snafu last week with the door, but that's being remedied. KFDX did a really good story on the Iowa Park Annex last week, so thank you to them for really highlighting that project. Appreciate that.
Yeah, came about because they came here to cover court and
Yeah,
visiting about other things going on. And
yeah,
good to see.
did a really nice job. So that's about all that's going on right now.
Do y'all, I'm good with either way, do we want to keep this item on the agenda still moving forward? Because we're pretty close to just having the Burke Annex project being the only one that's still out there. But again, I'm good if y'all do like
We
the
move it to
opportunity.
every other week, because we got other things that'll be coming up later in the year. HVAC projects that are coming up.
I don't care. If I need to say anything, I can say it in open comments.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's move it to every other week.
Okay. Well, we might make this do it on our Friday sessions.
Yeah.
To that
Okay.
agenda point.
That'd be good.
Okay.
it's good for us, Judge, so that way we know when bills are coming to
Right.
keep
Yep.
us informed.
Okay. Well, Morgan, let's do that then. Let's start having these on Fridays, starting not this meeting, but the next one. She just about had a conniption there. Did you see? It's like 3 business days.
Wow.
All right.
I'm not gonna know what to do. I've been doing that since I've been on this course.
Still just every other week. All right. Then, are there any questions or comments on that item? Well, it is 10:24 and court is adjourned.
Here, record.